Definition: Ahiyate iti ahara, which means which is to be swallowed, is called as ahara. Annam vritikaranam shrestha, which means among those which sustain life, Anna is the best. न च आहार समकिंचित भैषज्यम् उपलभ्यते शक्यते आप्य अन्नमात्रेण नरः कीर्तुनिरमयः, which means no medicine is equivalent to food. It is possible to make person disease free with just proper diet. Then second point should be the benefits of ahara. Then what are the benefits of ahara? The following shloka needs to be written in your exam, and then the explanation which I will be explaining after the saying shloka should be explained under this shloka. Then shloka is ahara prinano sadyo balakrita dehadharaka आयुस्तेज सम उत्साह ओजो agni vivardhanam, which means the food enhances prinana, that is vitality, bala, that is strength, dehadharaka, which makes body steady, food increases utsaha, that is enthusiasm, smriti, that is memory, Agni, Ayu, lifespan, Teja, luster, and Ojas. Next point is classification of Ahara. According to 5 different aspects, 5 classifications are explained, in which first one is according to Yoni, subtype, first Stavara, second Janghama. Stavara means vegetable products which stays at only one place without movement. Jangama, animal products. Second, benefit of food, in that first one Hita, which means with ultimate wholesome effect. Second one Ahita, which means food that causes unwholesome effect. Third type, according to Upayoga, we should write one shloka in this step, that is Pana, Ashana, Bhaksha, Leha, Upayogata. There are 4 subtypes. First one Pana, which means drinks, Ashana, eatables, Bhaksha, solid eatables, Leha, leakables. Fourth type is according to rasa, in that 6 types, that is 6 rasa: madhura, sweet, amla, sour, lavana, salt, katu, pungent, tikta, bitter, kashaya, astringent. Forms of food. Fifth type are according to forms of food, in that shloka should be vividham, ashitam, Pitam, Leadham, Khaditam. 4 types: Ashita, eatable, Pita, liquid foods, Leadha, linctus, jams, Khadita, masticable foods. Here, as we can see, Ahara chapter comes in swasthavritta second phase, and we learnt this chapter in kriya shareera1st first phase. These 7 points are from the swasthavritta second phase, and from which ahara vidhi vidhana 4th point and ashta ahara vidhi vishesha ayatanani and the introduction part are from first phase, which we already studied. Here the next slide will be the notes of first phase, which I studied in first phase. You can write definition, any one definition among these 3 3. Significance, that is the benefit. Classification shlokas we studied pana ashana bhakshaleha upayogat and vividham ashitam pitalid khaditam. Modern aspect, carbohydrate, fats, proteins, vitamins, minerals, water we covered in the chapter nutrition which we uploaded earlier. Now the fourth point in our swasthavritta is explained already in the kriya shareera first phase. We are repeating this once again for you, that is ahara vidhi vidhana. Shloka should be ushnam snigdam matravat jirne virya viruddham इष्टदेशे इष्टसर्वोपकरणं न अतिद्रुतं न अतिविलम्बितं अजल्पन अहसन तन्मान भुञ्जीत आत्मानम् अभिसमीक्ष सम्यक. There are total 10 types in this. The first one is Ushna. In the explanation, if question comes for 10 marks, that is explain Ahara whole, then we should write only this big shloka Ushna snigdha matravat jirne virya viruddham. This shloka we should write only this shloka and then cover all these points in only one page, writing all 10 points in Sanskrit terms on the left side, and in front of that write the meaning in right side. So but if the question comes for 5 marks, that is explain ahara vidhi vidhana, then after writing this shloka, after putting 10 points, we should explain all those 10 points in further shlokas, that is a small one line shloka. Here first one among those are Ushna. You can write just Ushna or Ushnam Ashniyata, which means warm. In that, if you are writing for 5 marks, you should write this shloka and then explanation. Otherwise, you can just write one line explanation for a point to be written in the 10 mark question along with other points in Ahara chapter. So the shloka is Ushnam Ashniyata. Ushnam hi bhunjamanam swadate, which means when taken warm, food is delicious. Vata anulomayati, which means downward movement of vata. Snigdam ashniyata, second point, snigdam ashniyata, anxious food is delicious. Here also vata anulomayati, which means downward movement of vata. Third point, matra vadashniyata. Matra vadashniyata matravat hi bhuktam vata pitta kafana pidayat ayura eva vivardhayati kevalam. Meaning, food taken in proper quantity without disturbing vata, pitta and kapha only promotes longevity. Fourth point, jirne ashniyata. Jirne ashniyata ajirne hi bhunjanasya, meaning one should take food only after digestion of previous food. Fifth, virya viruddham ashniyata. Virya viruddham ashniyata aviruddha viryam ashna, which means one should take food having contradictory potencies. One should take food having no contradictory potencies. Contradictory potencies means opposite potencies. Sixth point, ishtadeshe ishtasarvopakaranam cha ashniyata. Shloka ishtadeshe ishtasarvopakaranam cha ashniyata, which means one should take food in proper place equipped with all accessories. Seventh, न अतिद्रुतम अश्नीयात. Shloka is न अतिद्रुतम अश्नीयात अतिद्रुतम हि भुञ्जानस्यो स्नेहनम अवसादनम, which means one should not take food too hurry or too fast. If food taken too fast, it enters into wrong passage. न अति विलंबित अश्नीयात, which means not too slowly. Shloka is न अति विलंबितम अश्नीयात अति विलंबितम हि भुञ्जानस्यो न तृप्तिम अधिगच्छति, which means one should not take food very slowly because this will not give satisfaction to the individual. Ninth is अजल्पन्न अहसन तन्मान. Shloka अजल्पन्न अहसन तन्मान भुञ्जीत, which means one should not talk or laugh or be unmindful while taking food. 10th and last point is Atmanam Abhisamiksha, with self-confidence. Shloka is Atmanam Abhisamiksha Bhunjita Samyaka, which means one should take food in a prescribed manner with due regard to his own self. Here we completed the fourth point explained in the swasthavritta syllabus. Fifth point is Dwadasha Pravicharana. Fourth point we studied in the swasthavritta book only. The book is Dr. Bargale Sushant Sukumar and Dr. Shareera1st HK, which we have studied in Kriya Shareera first phase also. I referred my notes which I studied in Kriya Shareera first phase. In this way it will be easy for me to understand this concept in a better way. So it is easy for me to recollect the things, and you should do the same thing. It will be easy for you to recollect the things and write it properly. So our fifth new point is Dwadasha Pravicharana, which we are studying in second phase newly for the first time. When the question is for 10 marks that explain Aahar, Dwadasha Pravicharana point, you should write this one shloka, that is Ata Urdhva Dwadasha Pravicharana Vakshamah Tatra Shita Ushna Snikta Rukshadrava Shushka Ekakalika Dvikalika औषधयुक्त मात्राहीन दोष प्रशमन वृत्त्यार्थः. This one shloka should be sufficient if the question is explain Ahara for 10 marks, but Dwadasha Pravicharana for 5 marks if this question arises. Then other minute or small shlokas of these 12 types, you should remember those shlokas from this book, and you should write those shlokas if the question comes for 5 marks as Dwadasha Pravicharana. Explain Dwadasha Pravicharana in detail. But for now we are considering this point as we are writing this point in the concept of Ahara in the question, long answer question. So types are 12. Which types? शीत उष्ण स्निग्ध रुक्ष द्रव शुष्क एककाल द्विकाल औषधयुक्त मात्राहीन दोष प्रशमन and वृत्त्यर्थ. The first type is शीत गुण आहार. What now you are writing this one shloka and explaining the 12 points. Then what should you write in these 12 points? You should write at least 1 or 2 line explanation for every single point. In first point is Shita Guna Ahara. Its information is person suffering from Trishna, that is thirst, Ushna, heat, Mada, alcoholism, Daha, burning sensation, Rakta Pitta, bleeding sensation, Visha, poison, murcha, fainting, and etc. should be treated by cold foods. Ushnaguna Ahara, those suffering from diseases produced by Kapha and Vata, who had Vikrita, who drink Sneha, and very Aklina, that is dry, should take food with warm food. Snigdha Ahara, third point is Snigdha Ahara, persons with Vata Prakriti, Rukshadeha, that is dry skin, Vyavaya Upahata, means exhaustion by sexual intercourse. Vyayama, performing lot of physical exercise, should be treated with Snigdha Ahara. Fourth is Ruksha Ahara. People suffering from Medaroga have been Snehana, suffering from Prameha, who have Kapha in their body, should be treated with Ruksha Ahara. Next point, Drava Ahara. Person who are having Shushka Deha, means dryness of the body, suffering from Pipasa, that is thirst, Daurbala, debility, should be treated with Drava Ahara. Shushka Ahara, persons having lot of kledha, suffering from Vrana, means wound, and Prameha, should be treated with Shushka Ahara. Ekakala Ahara, persons having Durbala Agni, means weak digestive fire, should eat once in a day, that is Ekakala. Dvikala Ahara, persons having Sama Agni, that is normal digestive fire, should eat twice a day, Dvikala. Aushadha Yukta Ahara, if person has aversion for particular medicine, it should be mixed with food and given to him. Matrahina Ahara, patient having Manda Agni, low digestive fire, and rogi, sick, should eat small quantity food. Dosha Prashamana Ahara, foods consumed appropriate, suitable to season and place is Dosha Prashamana. Pratyartha Ahara, all foods consumed by the healthy person is meant to maintain the health and life. These are the explanation of 12 points. We are explaining in the 5th point, Dwadasha Pravicharana. Last thing you should write in that is, considering these 12 aspects, ingestion of food should be planned. Now the 6th point is Ashta Ahara Vidhi Vishesha Ayatanani. If you remember, we studied this point in first year in that chapter. Here it is Ashta Ahara Vidhi Vishesha Ayatanani. Here same as we are saying from the first point, that if the question is explain Ahara for 10 marks, you should write the first one shloka and explain all the 8 things. And if the question is particular, explain Ashta Ahara Vidhi Vishesha Ayatanani for 5 marks, you should write all the 8 shlokas and then explain with example. We are starting with the first shloka. Tadhyata Prakriti Karana Sanyoga Rashi Deshakala Upayoga Sanstha Upayokta Ashtamani. Here in this shloka, all the 8 names of the Ahara Vidhi Vishesha Ayatanani are given, and these are the 8 things has been said. So the first thing is Prakriti. Shloka Tatra Prakriti Ruchyate Swabhavo Yah, which means Prakriti is Swabhava, that is nature. Example given is Masha Mugdayoho Shukarayena Yoscha, which means Masha is Guru, heavy property. Mudga is Laghu, light property. Also the Shukara Yena, Shukara meat is, that is pork, is Guru in property, and Yena meat, deer's meat, is Laghu in property. Means there are two types of meat, but their properties are Laghu and Guru, according to which animal we are choosing to eat the meat. These examples comes under the topic Prakriti. Next one, Karana. Karanam punah swabhavikanam dravyanam abhisanskara, which means Karana means the processing of the substances. Processing results in the transformation of the inherent attributes of the substance. So the examples are curd, which increases edema, and the takra, which is the next form of the curd after one sanskara, which decreases the edema. Third point is Sanyoga, that is combination. Shloka Sanyoga punardvayora bahunam va dravyanam sahati bhavah. Sanyoga is combination of two or more substances. Example, if we mix honey plus ghee in same quantity, there will be death of the person. If he consumes the this mixture of same honey and ghee, the death will occur. The fourth point is Rashi, means quantum, that is quantity. राशिस्तु सर्वग्रह परिग्रहो मात्रा अमात्रा फल विनिश्चय अर्थः. Sarvagraha means the quantity, first we will see meaning. Rashi is the quantity of food substance to be taken. Then Sarvagraha meaning is the quantity of food taken in entirely is Sarvagraha. Parigraha means the quantity of food, the quantity of each of its ingredient is called as Parigraha. Desha, fifth point, which means habitat. Deshah punah sthanam sadravyanam utpatti pracharo deshasatimam chachaste, which means Desha denotes the place relating to growth as well as distribution of substances and also the suitability of in respect of place. Example, we are seeing the drug efficiency of some XYZ drug. If it is grown in Himalaya, its efficiency is more, and if it is grown in desert, its efficiency is less. Sixth point is Kala, that is time. Kalo hi nitya gaccha avasti kacha. Kala stands for both the forms of day and night and the states of individual, that is condition of health and age. For example, in Kala, different seasons, different times of day, different times of night, and different stages of age included. Seventh, Upayoga Sanstha, dietetic rules. Upayoga Sanstha tu Upayoga Niyamah Sajirna Lakshana Apekshaha. Upayoga Sanstha denotes the rules of dieting. They are for most part of the dependent on symptoms of digestion. For example, don't hurry, talk, laugh while eating. These are the rules of eating food. Eighth is Upayokta. Upayokta means what? Who consumes the food, the person who is consuming the food. Upayokta punaryastam aharam upayunke. Upayokta is that who consumes the food. For example, the person who takes the food. Here completes our sixth point, Ashta Ahara Vidhi Vishesha Ayatanani. Seventh point is important of Nitya Sevaniya Dravyas in maintenance of health. So the shloka is Taccha Nityam Prayunchita Swasthyam Yena Anuvartate Ajatanam Vikaranam Anutpattikaram Cha Yat. Here the shloka means one should take food articles that which maintain the health and prevent the unborn diseases. Ideal health means positive and perfect health and not merely the absence of disease. Here completes the 7 points in the swasthavritta syllabus of Aahar chapter, in which we have smartly managed the things which we studied earlier in our first year, and these are repeated in second year as the introduction of Aahara. So I hope you all understand these things, and you should listen to the class when you are studying this chapter, and then you should copy these shlokas in your shloka notebook, and when you are practicing and revising the chapter, you should just revise these shlokas repeatedly for the 3 to 4 times before your exam, and you are good to go. All the best, guys. Bye bye.